The French Quarter attracts hundreds of thousands of people to New Orleans, really the entire state of Louisiana each year.
Yeah, but some people living and working there are concerned right now that it could push people away instead of bringing them in.
WDSU reporter Eli Brand looked into their concerns and asked leaders what they are doing to save the quarter.
The sounds of New Orleans' most famous street.
You're out here survival. You're not really living, you're surviving.
Can't drown out its cries for help.
We're told a man was shot just before 7:30 this morning in the 100 block of Bourbon Street.
And an investigation underway right now on Bourbon.
A terrifying video shows people running for their lives after a mass shooting in the French Quarter.
According to the New Orleans Police Department, there have been multiple shootings on Bourbon Street in 2022 and one shooting fatality. That on just one street of the French Quarter, where New Orleans and companies say up to 90% of New Orleans tourists visit at some point during their stay. Chris Ross has worked in the French Quarter for just under 30 years.
From 95 till 2019, I worked on Bourbon Street.
He says he's noticed a decay in the quarter and fears it could keep future tourists away.
The customer that comes here is somewhat afraid of their experience because of what's happening of recent times, the number of guns that's been out on Bourbon, and unfortunately a number of fatalities that's happened on Bourbon Street. So I think that at one point it was about fun and coming out just having a great time, which it still happens, but I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think it's at the scale that it was.
He says solutions are badly needed now, and one state leader agrees.
So goes New Orleans, so goes tourism for the whole state.
Louisiana Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser has a plan to address the violence on the street. It's called the French Quarter Revitalization Plan. It would form a French Quarter Management District Board with appointees from the Lieutenant Governor, the Mayor of New Orleans, the District C New Orleans City Council member, and French Quarter business and residential organizations.
It needs the attention that it's not getting as a tourism magnet for Louisiana.
The board would work to address beautification in the area, add security cameras, add lighting, upkeep infrastructure, and get more police in the quarter, with the end goal of having 109 officers there in total. The plan has already faced a hiccup as it has been rejected by state reps once, but Nungesser says he's working with local leaders to modify the plan and get it back in front of the state legislature.
That they've been doing this all year long.
But work is also being done now to address crime in the area. New Orleans police say the new patrol protocols they put in place for 2022 have resulted in more than 300 gun-related arrests in the quarter just this year, with most of those on Bourbon Street alone and 39 over just this Halloween weekend. Getting guns out of the area has become a priority for police, but Ross says it's going to take an all-hands-on-deck approach to keep the quarter from continuing to get worse.
I think it's a huge economic blow to the city and the state if that happens, right? Because it's got to be at least one of the top 5 economic generators in the state. And I think that, hopefully at some point someone sees that and know that you just can't continue to think that it's just going to be just cash cow that just keeps ringing, where I think you need to be making investments into it.
Reporting in New Orleans, Eli Brand, WDSU News.
Eli, thank you. Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser also says he opened an office in the State Museum in Jackson Square where staffers are working to get any complaints about the quarter to the proper authorities.
To see much more in this story, you can go to our website, WDSU.com.